Did you know that 150,000 people lost their jobs last week Wednesday? It is insane, guys. Just in one day, that amount of people lost their jobs. You know what's sad? From this 150,000 people that lost their jobs, literally 90% of them were like they were youth, like they're between the age of 18 to 35, right? Which is insane, and most of them are black people. And it's so unfortunate that in a single day that nearly 200,000 people lost their jobs, and now it's going to be so difficult for them to like get jobs again, right? This is why I hate contract like jobs, you know, like working for a contract, because literally it's nothing sustainable, and you're back to the cold. Like after your term, like they just chew you and spit you out, and you're back in the cold, and you have to like fight and claw your way in to get another job. And you know how difficult it is to get another job, right? And a lot of young people, you know, they also, when they start working, they so comfortable like in that work environment that the life begins there and ends there. And that's like, it also happened to me like for some time, and then I noticed, this was last year, then I was like, I realized that there's more to life than this. And that's why last year I was like doing so many other things, right? And I encourage the youth, you know, especially if you're a contract worker, you should not, like, literally your life doesn't begin at work and ends at work. Yes, you need to go to work maybe like 9 to 5, then when you get home, relax, right? Try to relax, try to do your chores and whatever. But that 1 hour, just give yourself 1 hour to think about what you really want to do, right? Like in your life, like you have to have a blueprint. So you need to be like, okay, so in the next year or so, I see myself doing 1, 2 and 3, right? And you need to like work towards your goals. So if in the next year you want to work in a better, you know, in a higher paying job, you need to start applying right now. Like right now is the best time to start applying, because if you're not applying now, you're shooting yourself on the foot, right? Because people tend to complain so much that, oh, my life is not going well, oh, you know, like things are not working out my way. No, it's literally you at a point in your life right now because of the action you took in the past, right? And we can't really change the fact that in South Africa, like, unemployment is so high. Like, that's something that is out of your control. But what's in your control is you need to be always moving, right? So if you're an entrepreneur, I suggest you get a job, right? So that at least you have a fixed income every single month, right? That generates you like money, and you can spend like 10% of that income towards your businesses, right? And like this, once your businesses start booming, you can literally deviate and focus 100% onto your businesses, right? The first mistakes that people make in their CVs, right? It doesn't match the job description or the job that they're applying for. Alright, so this is a perfect example, right? So let's say company X is hiring. So this is what company X basically requires, right? In the job description. So they need someone who has knowledge of a spreadsheet, right? And also has 1 to 2 years in an administrative. Guys, where are these birds? I don't know if you guys can see, like, there's so many nests here. These birds now disappeared. Like, where are they? Alright, so back to the video. My bad, guys. Like, I'm so sorry for the background noises. Like, basically in the birds' territory, and it's still early in the morning. Alright, so back to company X. So company X wants someone who has knowledge of a spreadsheet, right? And has 1 to 2 years of administrative, like in an administrative role, right? And also the candidate that they want has to know and approve of purchases and mediate between staff and other executives. And then this is your CV that you send out to this company. So basically you tell them that, alright, I've got a PDP license, right? That's the first thing that you've got on your CV. I've got a PDP license, I've got 4 years of driving experience, I am a hard worker. That's one of my soft skills, right? I'm a hard worker, and my hobbies include swimming. So now when company X sees your CV, and basically they like literally, guys, when you send your resume, right, there's like a system that tracks down keywords, right, that they want in a resume, and you get points for this. They do like a point system. So if your resume has nothing to do with the job description, why would they be like, hey, let's hire this guy, you know, he loves swimming as his hobby? So let's take it. Like obviously they wouldn't do that. You're shooting yourself on the foot, right? So it's a lot of work to restructure and redesign your CV to every single job, right? So the best way to do this, right, is to think, okay, what am I good at? Like, what do I really want to work? Like, which role do I want to like fit in? So if it's something of being an administrator, right? So you need to be like, all right, first, like skills or whatever that you need, basically, you need to know data capturing, right? Data capturing, you need to know how to you need to know how to filing of documents. You need to know how to mediate between, meetings of executives and other staff members. Basically any administrative role, you need to put that in your resume, right? So even if the job description has like different administrative duties that they want you to fulfill, your resume has at least maybe like 5 or 6 key skills that they need. They're obviously gonna pick you for an interview, so you need to make sure that your resume needs to match the job description, right? But in general, so you need to have like multiple CVs, but in general you need to have key skills in a particular role that you're looking for. I hope I'm making sense here. And speaking about multiple resumes, that's tip number 2. You need to have multiple resumes, guys. So like if you have, like obviously if you're someone of like in my age group, right, towards the late 20s, you already acquired certain skills and you have some sort of job experience. If you don't, then maybe have like one general CV, but you have to have multiple CVs, right? So for me, for example, I'm like basically I can work as a fleet manager somewhere in transport, right? And I'm also like a software accredited coach, right? So imagine merging my me working in logistics and also adding my soccer resume and also adding that I'm a content creator in one resume. Like it's gonna be so untidy because now the recruiter is gonna be so confused. They're like, okay, so Sonwabile Mhlongo is a fleet manager, he's a content creator, and then he's what, a soccer coach. But then we just looking for someone, that's has to fill in transport. And now my CV is bloated because now I have to fit in every single thing there. I can't just talk about transport. I have to talk about, social media. I need to talk about, I need to talk about soccer. And now the key skills that they're looking for in my resume, it's not going to be there because it's just so bloated. So you need to make sure that you divide all your resumes. You need to have one resume for transport, you need to have one resume for content creation, and then you need to have one resume obviously for soccer, so that your CV is not bloated and it's easier to read. Final mistake that you're probably doing in your resume is your attachments. Let me explain. Alright, so now when you're submitting a hard copy of your resume, right, you need to make sure that your attachments that you certify, they cannot be copies, right? So you can't go to the police station, certify a document, and then make a copy of that and then duplicate those. Like that's not allowed. Like you're gonna disqualify yourself. Like that's why in a police station they allow you to like certify like 10 times, right, in one setting. So basically what you need to do is every single resume that you're submitting hard copy, if they do require you to certify your documents, you need to like make that extra effort, go to the police station, certify the document, and then hand deliver it, right? But also what you can also do is after certifying your documents, you can scan your certified documents and then at least have a soft copy, right? But this only applies for like when you literally hand delivering. You can't certify and then make a duplicate of that. That is just totally not on. It's something that I didn't know 2 years ago. Just like that, guys, I'm wrapping up the video right here. I hope you guys enjoyed this week's upload, and if you did, please give it a thumbs up, and if you learned something from it, also give it a thumbs up. And if you need additional help, right, you can send me a DM right on my social media platforms, and like it's literally my name, the handle that's on my YouTube channel is the same on all social media accounts. And yes, I'm not someone who works in HR, right? But when like I'm very inquisitive, like I'd go to HR and ask them, like, I'll send them like different templates of my CV and be like, what's wrong with this one, what can I change, right? And then they like slowly taught me these things. And yeah, it's some information I want to share with you guys. it's very valuable information. It's something that you don't get taught about anyway. Like, I had to learn the hard way. And yeah, if you enjoyed this week's upload, give it a thumbs up. If you're new here, welcome. Why don't you click subscribe, turn on the notification bell, because I drop a new video literally every single Sunday and you don't want to miss it. I'll catch all of y'all in the next one. Peace.